Now that our floor plan is ready and all our tables are set up, you can start taking orders right on your iPad. So when taking orders for customers eating in, you're greeted with the floor plan in front of you. We've got our VIP floor here, and what we can do is we can select our table. So we're going to go to the top right one, the R1, and it's going to immediately ask how many customers are at our table, how many guests are seated. So we're going to say that there are 4 guests at our table. What we can then do is we can start taking our orders. So with our main, we would like one person with the spaghetti, and somebody may also want the special menu tonight. And again, for dessert, we've got some ice cream and some cake. Oh, and they also want some Sauvignon Blanc, but they would like the bottle, if that's all right. So we have all our meals here. If you notice, the system has automatically separated them into different courses. Now, what you can do is you can preset this in the background so certain items come out in certain courses. With the special menu, I've kept that as course 1, but for example, course 2 spaghetti, course 3 being dessert with ice cream and cake, you can have them coming out at different times. But how do you do that? Well, in the top, you've got the send kitchen and the send bar buttons. There are either 2 buttons, or you can pre-select in the background to have just 1 button. But for this instance, we're going to have 2 separate buttons. What we can do is we can send to the bar. And what will happen is the bottle of Sauvignon Blanc is being printed at the bar. If you notice, the Sauvignon Blanc is now greyed out instead of white like the special menu underneath. That means that the order has been printed and sent to the bar. Again with the kitchen, where I've said about the courses, what you can also do is you can select what items are going to be printed, and you can also move the courses in order as well. And finally, you can move items into a specific course, because our guests here tonight would like the spaghetti and the cake at the same time. Again, you can press print, and that is now printed, and as you can see, the table is now green, which means that it is being used. Now our round table, our R1 table, has now completed their meal and they would like their bill. So let's go on to their table. We can see all their items have been printed, so they're greyed out, but now they want to pay for their items. They could either pay all in one go by pressing pay, and the amount comes to £63. But what you can also do is you can split the order. So if I swipe over, I have a split bill button, and I can split them in equal parts or split using selected items. There is also a third way of splitting a bill, and that is by using the seat number. So what you can do is you can specify what item goes on what seat, and then you can split the bill that way for the customers to pay. Now again, with the split in equal parts and split using selected items, they may want to split the whole bill evenly between the 4, but the third guest has had maybe a couple of whiskies and nobody else wants to pay for them. So what you can do is you can move those products onto his part of the receipt. But for easy use, what we're going to do is we're going to split that into 4 equal parts of £15.75, and then what we can do is we can tick off each one and make a payment. So we can say that that one has been paid by cash, that one has been paid by card, and finally again cash on that one. Once all have been paid, we've just got one more. That will be my check. All have been paid, and then we can finally go to the finalize button, which completes the table. When taking orders at the bar, you want to just serve the customer and they either pay there and then, or alternatively they may want to have a tab. So what we can do, we can click bar 1. Our guest here tonight would like a glass of rosé and a half pint of Peroni. So there are their 2 items there. Now we can press pay, and we can choose the payment of cash, finalise or card, and that's it, all done. But what this customer would like to do is they would like to put this on a tab. So let's touch the tab button. Here are a select few customers that we have created on our system, but what we can do is we can create a new customer of Joe Bloggs, who is the guest that's here tonight ordering these drinks, and we can confirm that that payment has been made. What it actually is the payment has been put onto a tab. When the customer is finally ready to pay, we can go to pay and we can press tab paid, and then what we can do is we can find our customer. So we'll find Joe Bloggs, and there is a balance of -£2, which means that he needs to pay £2. So we can put that through of £2, finalise that, all done.